and trusted service. They're proud to back the KU Pelicans, so when it's time for your next car, visit Klamath Falls Honda and Subaru and support those who support KU.
Les Schwab on South 6th in Washburn, where service is more than a promise, it's a tradition. From tires to trusted car care, Les Schwab proudly supports the KU Pelicans. When you need dependable service, trust Les Schwab and support those who support our students. Go KU! When plumbing problems strike, call the name Klamath Falls Trust. Powley Plumbing. Locally owned, reliable, and always there when you need them. Powley Plumbing is proud to sponsor KU Pelicans. Support the businesses that keep our community running strong. Powley Plumbing.
Smith Bates Marcom Solutions is proud to partner with KU Pelicans. From professional printing and signs to marketing strategies that get results, Smith Bates helps our community look its best. Support the businesses that support KU. Smith Bates Marcom Solutions. Go Pels!
Hungry before or after the game? Stop by Taco Bell on South 6th in Washburn. Proud sponsor of KU Pelicans, Taco Bell keeps the community fueled with tacos, burritos, and your favorite late-night cravings. Taco Bell, go Pels! Cascade Comprehensive Care is proud to support Clamath Union High School. From healthcare solutions to community wellness, Cascade is here for the Basin. KU Pelicans, when you support Cascade, you're supporting a healthier future for us all.
Since 1977, Chancellor Drilling has been keeping the Basin moving with expert drilling and pump services. They're proud sponsors of KU Pelicans, investing in the future of our community. Chancellor Drilling, driven by experience, powered by community. Thank you for supporting KU.
The heart of Klamath Falls beats downtown, and the Downtown Association is proud to sponsor KU Pelicans. With over 70 local businesses, from restaurants and shops to services, your support keeps our community thriving. Shop local, eat local, and support the Pelicans with the Klamath Falls Downtown Association. Go KU!
Ready for your next adventure? Klamath Falls Honda and Subaru is your hometown dealership for quality vehicles and trusted service. They're proud to back the KU Pelicans, so when it's time for your next car, visit Klamath Falls Honda and Subaru and support those who support KU.
Les Schwab on South 6th in Washburn, where service is more than a promise, it's a tradition. From tires to trusted car care, Les Schwab proudly supports the KU Pelicans. When you need dependable service, trust Les Schwab and support those who support our students. Go KU! When plumbing problems strike, call the name Klamath Falls Trust. Powley Plumbing. Locally owned, reliable, and always there when you need them. Powley Plumbing is proud to sponsor KU Pelicans. Support the businesses that keep our community running strong. Powley Plumbing.
Smith Bates Marcom Solutions is proud to partner with KU Pelicans. From professional printing and signs to marketing strategies that get results, Smith Bates helps our community look its best. Support the businesses that support KU. Smith Bates Marcom Solutions. Go Pels!
Hungry before or after the game? Stop by Taco Bell on South 6th in Washburn. Proud sponsor of KU Pelicans, Taco Bell keeps the community fueled with tacos, burritos, and your favorite late-night cravings. Taco Bell, go Pels! Cascade Comprehensive Care is proud to support Clamath Union High School. From healthcare solutions to community wellness, Cascade is here for the Basin. KU Pelicans, when you support Cascade, you're supporting a healthier future for us all.
Since 1977, Chancellor Drilling has been keeping the Basin moving with expert drilling and pump services. They're proud sponsors of KU Pelicans, investing in the future of our community. Chancellor Drilling, driven by experience, powered by community. Thank you for supporting KU.
The heart of Klamath Falls beats downtown, and the Downtown Association is proud to sponsor KU Pelicans. With over 70 local businesses, from restaurants and shops to services, your support keeps our community thriving. Shop local, eat local, and support the Pelicans with the Klamath Falls Downtown Association. Go KU!
Ready for your next adventure? Klamath Falls Honda and Subaru is your hometown dealership for quality vehicles and trusted service. They're proud to back the KU Pelicans, so when it's time for your next car, visit Klamath Falls Honda and Subaru and support those who support KU.
Les Schwab on South 6th in Washburn, where service is more than a promise, it's a tradition. From tires to trusted car care, Les Schwab proudly supports the KU Pelicans. When you need dependable service, trust Les Schwab and support those who support our students. Go KU! When plumbing problems strike, call the name Klamath Falls Trust. Powley Plumbing. Locally owned, reliable, and always there when you need them. Powley Plumbing is proud to sponsor KU Pelicans. Support the businesses that keep our community running strong. Powley Plumbing.
Smith Bates Marcom Solutions is proud to partner with KU Pelicans. From professional printing and signs to marketing strategies that get results, Smith Bates helps our community look its best. Support the businesses that support KU. Smith Bates Marcom Solutions. Go Pels!
Hungry before or after the game? Stop by Taco Bell on South.
And hello, folks. We had some technical issues, had some audio issues, and we're coming back on it this second half. We were commentating all the first half. You guys didn't hear that, sadly. Some good commentary happening, but now we're back here for the second half, coming on a little bit earlier than normal, just to say sorry about that. But this is Lucas Perez, and
this is Mr. Rico,
and we are doing the commentary for the second half. And what we've seen here from this game is a war of attrition. We've seen Clamath Union and Ontario really fighting here, fighting for any advantage they can get in their positioning.
It's an evenly matched both teams. I mean, here we're going to see who's going to get control of the game. If somebody makes a mistake, and I hope it's not KU, they're the ones that are going to end up paying for it.
Yep, and what we were discussing a little bit when you guys couldn't hear us is how we're seeing Ontario, how they're trying to tire out KU, but it kind of backfiring a little bit. We see their number 4 and their number 10 dishing out all of these passes, doing all of this running, but KU staying strong and taking out all of these attempts, and we see that number 4 and number 10 getting tired now, and Ontario's offense breaking down a little bit. KU, on the other hand, we've seen being waking up on offense, excuse me, folks, but we seem to be waking up, being more confident, sending more people up for these set pieces, and seeing a lot more depth and positional awareness from KU.
And we're beginning to see that KU team play. We're beginning to see Carlos start playing with Omar, and they start working together. We also notice that Luis is actually now starting to see where he can, where the weaknesses are to make those passes. But we notice that Omar, he needs to do a little bit more. I like him to start realizing that he needs to play just the way he did when they play Marshville.
Exactly. And sometimes you get players and they feel like they have to rise to the occasion, and in that they kind of lose their identity. They lose their style of play. And we're seeing that a little bit with Omar right now. But he's been doing very solid, but not the exact attacking presence that we're used to seeing from him, I would say. So we're hoping to see him put in a little bit more, put in that extra pass, and put in maybe a shot or two even from outside of the box, because that's what he can excel at, and that's what this whole Clamath Union team could be doing a little bit better. We need to be testing this keeper, and we need to be getting these shots, because one of them will go in, one of them will fall.
One of them will end up falling if KU continues doing that. But the other thing is, we know Ontario is doing that. And Ontario is testing our goalkeeper, and if he makes a mistake, we've seen a couple close ones. That's where it's going to happen.
And we've seen a really good performance from Manny Garcia tonight. We have seen him on every ball. We've seen him reading the ball's path. We've seen him getting up there, punching balls out, very safe hands, not dropping anything, and we're hoping to see more of that from him. He's a very good keeper, and he seems to be very awake tonight. But the same can be said with Ontario's keeper. They've been putting up very similar performances, and we're just seeing who cracks first.
Yes, and that's what we're looking at. And again, as we've been seeing the game and watching, we need to. Let me see. I think we talked about Carlos kind of slowing down a little bit more, and watching for his teammates, see where they're at and where he can pass.
Yep. Now with kickoff, KU sending it back. Once again, our classic development from the back. It seems that we only have 3 right here. We saw three in our defense there, but we see Oliver Kern running up, Carter Dom and Ollie Kern doing well, putting some pressure on Ontario. Ontario sending it back over. Cal Daniels there, though.
Oh, yeah. He's doing a great job.
And from what I see, KU seems to be running a 3-4-3 right now. They have changed from their sweeper stopper. They're trusting that we have the communication, and we're seeing a 3-4-3. We're not seeing our defense being so compact, having that traditional 4 in the back. We're seeing 3, letting us have more offensive presence because we're a little bit more confident. We know how Ontario is going to attack us. We know our midfielders can get back, and we're just trusting it a little more. And I think this will be our key if we could see what they're doing.
That is correct. I mean, I guess if we don't have audio
And
issues,
we're back. Oh, and we're gone. And we're seeing here, folks, and I believe it's an Ontario throw-in. We didn't miss too much. That's their number 10, Ontario's number 10. He caught his breath a little bit, so we're going to see Ontario probably coming out very quickly. But hopefully, we're going to see for KU, we're going to see 10 and 4 gas out a little bit faster now because they've expended so much energy. And Clamath Union, on the other hand, has not.
But you still have to be careful with that number 10. He has quite a kick.
Oh, yeah. And he has one of those kicks where he can do it the whole 90 minutes. It doesn't matter if he's tired. It doesn't matter like what the situation in the game is. He will always get those kicks off.
What is KU? We do not have a forward pressure in the defense.
No. And we're probably seeing this in order to conserve energy, I would assume.
Yeah, but you still want to keep that defense from coming in.
Exactly. So we're going to see probably KU's defense pushing more. We're going to see Ontario's defense pushing more if we don't start pressuring them.
Yes. And if okay, we'll see. That was a change that the coach did, so we'll see what happens. I'm a little bit surprised that the Ontario defense is doing
free
nothing.
kick for KU. But yeah, Ontario's defense really just having their time there, having their cake and eating it too, you would say.
Yes, that's I'm always a little bit surprised. See, that's what I want to see. I want to
sent on by Carlos now. Now we see this 3 up top, see this 3-4-3. This is where we're going to shine, and that's what the pressure should be doing.
Yeah.
We should be seeing them hitting that Ontario defense. We should be seeing them just on them every single play. And our 3-back doing very well. You see that communication there. We see Cal getting beat by his defender. We see Jason coming in and clearing that ball, not letting anything develop. We're seeing 2 collapse on that potential breakthrough. And KU is just doing well on defense today.
Yeah, they're doing a wonderful job. The other player that needs to calm down a little bit and stop thinking that the refs are picking on him is Carlos. Every time they call, ooh. That was a nice, safe one, Terry, on that one.
Yeah.
It was close.
A little bit of sweeper keeper action.
Yeah. Carlos needs to keep his mind on the game and stop, having a little issue with the refs.
Yeah, I would say that's been taking him out of it. As we were discussing in the first half when you guys couldn't hear us, we're saying Ontario, they're going to defend Carlos by being in front of him.
Yep.
And by being in front of him, he's going to get more frustrated, be more prone to fouls, and start playing with a higher pace probably. And that's what you don't want to see from a player like Carlos. You want to see him slow it down. You want to see him connect with Omar. You want to see him connect with Caleb. And that's something that Ontario's been kind of putting a wedge between them in a way with this oppressive defense on Carlos specifically.
Yep. And I think Ontario did their job on watching our players.
Oh,
and
yeah.
If I was going to do the same thing, that's the guy, that's the player that I'm going to get to frustrated. I'm going to do everything that I can to make him frustrated.
And Omar Garcia with the
There we
corner kick now. KU coming in for it. Nobody there. We don't see a garbage man for KU either on the left side. We see Carlos running in, going in 2-footed, taking down Ontario's player, and he's still running. And Dallin Peterson doing well, getting in between the passing channels, searching for a cross here.
Ooh.
Done well. Ontario chopping at the ball, not really getting it done. Caleb Morton coming in, hopefully finding a cross, laying it off. Now playing with the ball a bit much, trying to find the outlet pass. Crosses it in for KU, Omar Garcia, Carlos. But nothing happening. KU just with the ball on a string here. Carlos rocking off a shot, but nothing. Ontario defender getting in front of it. KU doing so well there. They had the ball on a string, and Ontario was in a panic, I would say. You saw those 2 desperate chops from Ontario's defense, and that's what's going to kill them here. You can't stab at the ball because that lets a good offense take a touch, rush past your man because your momentum's going the other way now. You're going to see them getting those crosses off, and you're going to see these more patient players like Caleb and Dallin. You're going to see them playing with it and being able to get their crosses off and seeing their men more often in that attacking third.
Yes.
And KU is going to hopefully abuse that this half.
I'm hoping. I mean, I wish that would have passed. A little bit more passing at KU from the bottom. You would have had something a lot better on that one.
Yep, and going back to that play a little bit when Caleb had it, we could have even seen an outlet pass. We saw Ollie Kern running up, number 6. We saw him running up, giving that extra option. So maybe even that outlet pass, and then reforming a triangle there and passing around their defense could give us an even stronger offense.
We need in cases like that, we need a stronger kick. I mean, he did his job. He did a wonderful work and that, but he needs just a little bit more strength.
Exactly. Now we see Carter Dom here on the wing, getting a little bit shoved around by this number 10. Number 10's very physical, and Carter Dom just not. I don't think he's seen that level of physicality this game. Number 10 has really been in the middle, and now that he's coming out to the wings, our wingers are going to have to be ready for this more physical approach of number 10, and he's going to be very direct. But we're not seeing KU pressure this defense.
No, why?
Like you were saying. And we want to see them. I think they're giving them a bit too much respect, to be honest.
That is a little bit surprising. Why are they not pressuring this defense?
See, that's something you really want to see. You want to see us pressuring from the start of the half to the end of the half, but KU not even doing it at the start of the half. It makes you wonder. But could this be a tactic by our coach? Maybe we're going to start pressuring a little later on, hopefully having them bobble when they're even more tired. But I'm not entirely sure as of right now.
Well, even if it's a tactic from our, they're already tired. I would have just started throwing the ball, to the wings and make them run, make the defense split.
Exactly. Just get them even more and use it more, and then we'll be knocking on the door very
nice.
well. KU going in the middle, landing. Ollie Curran trying to go for a header, and then Ontario's keeper Noe Gonzalez coming out for it again.
Noe Gonzalez is doing a wonderful job keeping that ball from going in.
Yep. He's been kind of their guardian, I would say.
Yes.
Clamath Union has very good shots, very good breakaways, and sometimes Ontario's been caught sleeping. Now we see a little bit more pressure on the defense here, but not enough. We want to see Omar and Carlos combine a bit more here. Omar taking the touch back in, but the right players being there, maybe he could have gone out to the wing. He had the outlet pass, but you have to have your winger call for that.
The wingers need to start doing, a little bit more calling on that one.
Yep. I would want to see them a little bit more loud here, and I want to see them trying to split it more. We see Ollie coming up from that defensive position. Once again, we see KU playing with more wing backs rather than having a traditional fullback.
Yes. Let's see. I think maybe the coach is trying to make the midfielders and the forwards work together or something.
But we see here, Ontario's not pressing our defense too hard either. And I think this from Ontario makes a little more sense. Our defense has the kind of metal to them to pass out of the situation, pass back and tire out that offense. But KU hasn't seen the same thing. We want to see beautiful slide tackle, by the way. Mm-hmm. Beautiful slide tackle right there. Getting all ball, taking his man down too.
There we go.
See it. But as I was saying, there we go. Here's the pressure we needed. Ontario's going to bobble. They're going to try and get in front of Carlos. This is what we wanted to see. Carlos Garcia making that run. He was patient there. He took that extra touch. He took that deep breath, and he poked it back in. He understood that these players are trying to get in front of him, and he slid there. He did the extra. He went the extra mile, and that rewarded KU with the ultimate gift right there.
I mean, I am super glad that he finally realized that he's going to have 2 players at one time, and in this case, he had 3 players to deal with. That's what Carlos needs to realize, and then he needs to calm down in order to make those plays.
Exactly.
Let's see that. Replay again. I'd love to see that beautiful header forward. Replay.
And we see Carlos sending it on to himself with the head.
To himself. That is incredible.
You don't see that from many players, folks.
And do you see the slide he had to do to kick the ball?
He was reaching out there. Yes. Almost like he was slide tackling his defender, but this time it was a shot. Just doing enough. And I think it was almost a toe poke, but it doesn't matter. It ends up in the back of the net. Clamath Union up, getting that lucky shot. Caleb Morton with a beautiful slide tackle in the midfield, doing well, not letting Ontario get this goal back. Ontario feeling a bit more urgency now, and this will have them bobble the ball a little more. I think we're going to see a more urgent Ontario. They were urgent in the first half. They're going to have more pace here. Omar Garcia sending it back in. Goalkeeper doing enough, and I believe an Ontario defender got a foot on that too.
And now I'm hoping that the coach finally told Omar that he needs to start doing a little bit more. I love that play that you see, but he is rested. He hasn't done much. I think that KU needs to start passing to him so he can pressure the defense and send in for a goal.
Yep, and I'm not going to say we're going to see Carlos take a backseat, but I think we're going to see a little more team play with Omar now. Omar has his wits about him. He has his more energy, I would say.
Yes. I think he does. And I think maybe this goal will give him a little bit more confidence that he can do, and he needs to do his play, his game, not the Ontario's game, even though they're going to continue to pressure him, and he needs to just get the refs out of his head.
Exactly. And what this goal does, it doesn't just put us up. It takes a little bit of that pressure off of KU. We know we have that cushion. If we bobble a ball, if we let an attack go through, we know our defense is going to be there. And even if that goal goes through, we're still equal. We're still going to penalties. We don't want to see it happen, but KU has much less pressure on them. You have to think that they're breathing a sigh of relief now that we're up 1-0, and we can be a little bit more aggressive on attack. We can see more people coming up. We can see more people being less quiet. And we see Carter Dom right here.
Beautiful pass.
Touching it back to Omar. Doing well.
There
Passing back to Carter Dom.
Oh.
Carter Dom hopefully sending in a cross. Oh, doing well. But Ontario's number 4. We see him running a lot more this half now. He's probably thinking, okay, now I need to do it myself. If I can't trust my defense, because Carlos is understanding them now, and he's thinking, I need to be back there too. And that's going to tire him out more. And I think this will be how Clamath Union really takes control of the midfield.
Yes. And I'm hoping that if number 4 continues doing that, he's going to get tired out soon. I mean, he's already tired, but I'm getting, a little bit more where he doesn't have much stamina.
Yeah. And now what we see here from Ontario, we see a little bit of a shift. Their defense was more crush, collapse on your opponent, take the ball, take back control. Now what we're seeing here is we're seeing much more wider clearances. We're seeing them sending that ball back up the field, trying to start a counterattack. But I don't think this is going to be Ontario's way to a goal here. Clamath Union has too good of communication in the back for a counterattack to work like that. They're not going to have numbers, and we're going to have to see more patience from Ontario if they want to get something started. And Clamath Union doing well, now having our rhythm a bit more in the game. You see how the pace of play is slowing down a little bit, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And going back to the last playoff game I said, when we were playing against Marshfield, it's a bit of the pace of play paradox. We see Clamath Union seeming to have more time on the ball because they're taking that extra touch. Ontario has to respect them more. And now we're just seeing much more coming from KU and seeing a lucky ball right there coming from Ollie Kern. And almost being a send-in from the left wing, but very lucky right there.
Yes. That was an interesting ball. That would have stayed in. Oh, my God. Well, at this point, we see that Ontario's defense doesn't know what to do.
Yep, exactly.
I think they're a little bit confused because of that goal.
They're probably thinking, should we mark Carlos? Should we mark the runners? Who are we going to mark here? And this will open up a Clamath Union runner on almost every play, I believe.
Yes, and this is what we were talking about. Omar needs to start doing a little bit more so he can draw the attention away from Carlos. He needs to divide that defense.
Or even what you would like to see is them both working to draw attention and then having someone else step up, rise to the occasion, and send those shots in. Because there's multiple ways to use your offense. And what we see KU right now, we see one powerhouse.
There we go. Ooh. That's a free kick on that one.
Taking down Omar right there. As we were saying, we have our one powerhouse, Carlos. We see him drawing a lot of defenders. But Ontario also respects Omar. They've been watching our film, and they see this attacking duo. And hopefully we can see people like Carter Dom, we can see Caleb Morton send in these shots and put more pressure.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that some of them come up and help them. But I'm thinking that it looks like Omar is beginning to wake up.
Yeah.
Waking up. I mean, he needs to start doing a little bit more, and he's doing it.
Yeah, we see a bit more, I don't want to say urgency, but we see a little bit more responsibility that he's taking up now. He's understanding, hey, I have to be the one pressuring this offense. I have to be pressuring their defenders. I have to be here making plays as well. I can't just let Carlos do this the whole game because that's one lucky kick. Now to down Peter, or now to Ryder Allen. Ryder Allen, shot! Oh, bobbling it. Oh, Ontario's keeper with very good timing coming out there, putting pressure on Ryder. Ryder not being able to chip it right over him, but we love to see that. Yes. Ryder Allen, he's probably going to be the one we see stepping up here. As I was saying, we're going to see him with those partial breakaways. We're going to see him with all these things, and let's go to a replay for that.
Yeah, did you see? I mean, we have Ryder Island on one, and then we had Omar on the other coming right behind him. See, there's Omar. There's Omar, and there's Ryder. I mean, he could have been a beautiful pass.
And look at the pace from Ryder Allen there. He's been doing this the full time. And we saw number 6 even slowing down, walking a little bit because he just can't keep up with Ryder. And
Yes.
that's what his specialty is. He is a pacer. He knows how to pace abuse his defenders. And we see some sort of call. Not sure what it was.
I think they just out, and we're trying to get it.
Oh, okay.
Trying to confuse the refs. See if they give it to us or not. Now, that's what I was hoping, is for those two players to start helping.
Exactly.
And now we can see it.
And what I'm hoping for, this is just a personal thing because I like Carter as a player. I like him as a person. He's great. Him on the left wing. He's been good this season. He's always a solid winger. He sends in those crosses, but I want to see him with more confidence on his shots. I've seen him hit top corner from outside of the 18, and I've seen him rocket off some really good shots, some really good accuracy, and I want to see him doing a little bit more and taking a bit more responsibility for his play here. And
While we're waiting on this one, can we see the last replay?
yeah, let's really break this down here.
Yes.
Going into the replay, we see Ryder Allen here
Ryder Allen.
taking a large touch, trying to give himself more time.
Yeah.
We see number 6 slow down here, understanding, and then we see Ontario's keeper. He waited until the last moment. He waited until the last moment to come out and pressure Ryder Allen into making that shot, taking that touch a little bit too early for his liking.
Yes.
And he wasn't able to chip it out because of that. Now, that was just almost a chess match in 3 seconds.
But you notice that Ontario defense is right there, so they're gonna be up open. Our players need to communicate a little bit better on that one.
Yeah. I would say if Ryder Allen could have seen the pass to Omar, that probably would have resulted in a pretty easy goal.
Yep.
But either way, having chances like that is what we love to see.
Ooh, there you go. Oh.
Carter Dom fighting in that central area in front of the goal and in the 18-yard box. We see Cal Daniels bringing it down, doing well, putting it back into the wing, but to no avail, and forcing his defender out wide, taking a touch out into the out-of-bounds area, and it is Clamath Union throw-in.
Yes, it's another Clamath Union throw-in, and I love the way they're doing their job down at the bottom.
Oh,
they need
yeah.
to stop them.
And you don't have to worry when you have that back three right there. You see Cal Daniels, Jason Jew.
Ooh,
and
there we go.
Oh,
Nice,
right there.
nice,
Back
nice.
out to Carter, sending it back out, taking a wide touch, hopefully getting a cross in. But
It's a little bit too hard.
I think offsides, something like that was called maybe.
No, I think it went out.
Oh, it went out?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure why the play stopped there, but once again, just going out. We want to see, once again, I'm saying, we want to see Carter sending in more crosses here. We want to see him doing a little bit more. And we see him doing well, pressuring. Now, I was watching them a little bit there before the game during the warm-ups. Omar getting knocked down. I think I saw shoulder drop a little bit there, but Rest didn't see it, so I'm not going to make too much of a comment. But Omar Garcia getting a little bit battered. And I'd say he's been the one to really man-mark in this game. Carlos as well, obviously, but that Omar and Carlos pairing, they've been more quiet than we would like.
Beautiful throwing on that one.
Short
Let's
throw,
see if he
playing
can-
well.
Ooh,
Omar,
play-
good touch,
Oh,
into the middle. Caleb Morton doing well.
Ooh.
Oh, a little sombrero flick. And
there.
then Carlos rocketing off the shot. Not enough power. Caleb Morton coming in. Oh,
my
but
goodness.
and that is a Clamath Union corner kick defended by Ontario's number 6, Brian Molina. And
Are they-
not a corner kick. I thought I saw that go off number 6.
Are they counting that offside?
Whoa, was it offsides? I believe I saw a pass back. Yeah, it's offsides. You see him taking it off of the goal. You say it taking it off of the 6-yard box, taking it about 8 yards out now. Their goalie sending a large ball, sending a long ball, excuse me. Getting it confused with Spanish here a little bit, you know. But seeing here, once again, shoving that defender out wide. Luis Garcia has been doing that this whole game. And this is what we're talking about, him rising to the occasion defensively this game. And sure, maybe he hasn't had as many offensive contributions, but we've seen him solid in that back three. We've seen him, Jason, and Cal communicating every play, getting in front, cutting off the passing channels, and not letting this Ontario offense breathe when they're in our attacking third.
Yep, they're doing their job great. So they need to keep that up. and protecting the ball. So
See a bit of a flick on Emmanuel Garcia coming out, collapsing on the ball, hoping to take a few more seconds here and there, and he's just a smart keeper. He knows when to roll the ball. He knows when to waste a little bit of time even. And wasting time, it sounds like a bad connotation, but it's really not, folks. It's strategy. It's part of the game. And you love to see a keeper who's smart enough to know when it happens. And I believe offsides was called there. I didn't really see it. I saw Carter Dom running on, and he's doing well. He's running back for every ball. He's getting back on defense. And KU is just not stopped. Omar Garcia rocking off a shot, going out left. But we're going to start seeing more shots like that, I believe. We're going to start seeing more from outside the 18, and we're going to start to see this keeper tested a little bit more. Now that we have 1-0 up, we have the freedom to take these shots. We can't just wait for the perfect moment. We have to make our own chances now.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, we want to see Omar take more shots, Ryder take more shots. Let's get those defense away from Carlos. And even if Carlos doesn't attempt another goal, which I hope he does, but now we have a variety of players.
Yep. And now we're seeing KU returning to that traditional 4-diamond defense in the back if they're 4-4-2 formation. And we see Ollie Kern being a little bit more of an offensive player, though. So we see this 4-4-2 turn into a 3-4-3. And that's something very interesting we see from Clamath Union, and it's very seamless. You almost don't notice it. I just picked up on it myself, but they're doing very well. But we see an Ontario player down. Hopefully he's fine. He seems to be maybe a little hit in the huevos. Don't know what happened, but
he got a little bit tripped on that one.
Okay.
Carlos did a good job, but like I said, when Carlos does things like that, he just needs to walk away.
Yeah.
Get away from the ref. Do not push it. Because, the ref is going to say, okay, I think that's enough.
And the ref, he's the absolute authority out there.
Yeah.
You can't be arguing with him because it's always a losing argument. What he sees is final, and KU just doing well again to defend that. And we're seeing around 18 minutes left in this half. And
it's a good game.
Yep.
I like it. It's been a good game. But like I said, I think Ontario players got a little bit tired.
Yep, and we are just at war right now. KU playing for this spot, playing hopefully to move on in these playoffs into the semis. And our two options for playing in the semis will be Staten or Tillamook. And I'm fairly sure Staten's doing pretty well to take care of Tillamook right now. Yeah. Number 1 versus, I believe, number 6 was Tillamook, something along the lines of that. But doing very well. In Clamath Union, I believe we may have played Staten before this season, or a team akin to Staten. I would say the team akin to Staten that we've played has been Ashland, and we held them to only a 1-0 margin, losing that game. But I'd say we have to be ready for a lot more teams to look like that Ashland game, and we have to see our defense and our players digging deep in order to keep that turning from that 1-0 to a 1-0 for us, flipping that score hopefully. Yep. So KU just doing well here. We see everybody going that extra mile, trying to be a step ahead, and we're seeing an Ontario throw-in now, and we're seeing Caleb Morton doing very well. Ooh. And 2 blocks from Caleb Morton, going to the passing channel, seeing where he's going to pass it, and then a third deflection off of Caleb. He's doing so well here. He has endless energy, I would say. He has not stopped this half.
Well, I'm kind of glad that he has all that energy and pulling that ball forward.
Yep.
Keep getting those defenders to actually do something at the other end.
Yep. And we've seen some of KU's players be a little bit more quiet, but and we see Cal Daniels down, a little bit slow to get up. Not sure what quite happened. Maybe he got a cramp or something, but kind of limping a little bit. Hopefully he's fine. And now we see Ontario with a free kick. Not sure what happened there. And Cal Daniels went down.
Cal Daniels down, so we need to see what's going on.
Something happened. Dead leg, hopefully something he can walk off, but just not. He's walking a little bit slowly there, and you hate to see a player like that lost. He's been booting the ball up the whole game, and he's had such good communication on defense, and he would be quite the player to lose this late in the game, and it would be quite the hit for our defense. And I think we are seeing him subbed off for not quite sure who that is right now. I think that is tell you later, folks, once I see him a little bit better. I believe that's number 11, Johnny Higgins being subbed in.
Yep, number 11.
Number 11 there for Clamath Union. And Johnny Higgins, he's also a solid player. Only a sophomore this year, but he's been our number 1 sub for defensive and midfield positions as well. Or him and Glenn Doherty are freshmen, but seeing Carter coming off. And we're seeing KU restructuring a little bit.
Yep.
Seeing Johnny in that wall now. And hopefully this doesn't turn into something. Now we see Ontario's players loaded on that left side, and we see KU hopefully pushing them off sides, but we just see a direct kick gun from Ontario.
Yeah.
And they were probably hoping for one of their players to run up, but Ryder Allen here.
Ryder Allen, okay.
He's been fast this whole game. Number 7, really fast though. Searching for someone. And for Johnny Higgins. Oh, no, rocking it off, and it goes just above, hits the football post. But, and you see him just in his own head about that. That's his first kick of the game.
Yes.
That's his first touch of the game, and you have to commend him on that.
He's coming in here. On that one. Oh my, that was close.
You see this beautiful and bobbling it just a little bit. Johnny seeing that touch, taking that first time shot. That is a tough shot to take,
yes.
And you got to commend him for having the bravery to do that, especially for your first touch in the game. And no one can blame him there for that. But just really good awareness and really good first time touch from Johnny.
That was a beautiful kick. Sorry he missed on that
Dallin
one.
Peterson sending it up.
Yep.
Hopefully searching for Caleb Morton here, but no, finding Omar Garcia. And then Ontario defending again, but Dallin poking it away. Caleb Morton coming back, running across the field. Beautiful Maradonas right there. Just has the ball on a string. Ontario not being able to do anything about that. And Omar Garcia, now we see him a little bit more, performing a little bit more, having that ball there, taking that extra touch, finding his outlet pass, but it going straight back to Ontario off the send. But Clamath Union doing well to defend again. We see Ollie Kern out here, and we see Johnny Higgins doing the work here on this now left side, going in for Carter Dom. Number 8, actually, Skylar Dinger. Actually, that is Skylar Dinger on the left side. We had 2 substitutions, I believe, now. Now seeing Johnny Higgins going in for that central position, going in for Cal, and we're sending a different player back. I believe that's Ollie Kern. And now we see Skylar Dinger out here on the left side doing well. 2 sophomore substitutions here.
That was very good. I think the coach is trying to get the other ones a little rest because we still have plenty of time. They can come in if we need them.
Exactly. We're in control of the pace here, and we can afford these substitutions. It takes less to play a solid defense than it takes to play a solid offense, and you can make these substitutions, and they can still fit well in your defensive philosophy. See Skylar getting a little bit bobbled up, but doing well, taking those touches. Really long legs there from Skylar, doing well, finding Johnny in there sending it back into Omar Garcia. Seeing the runners here, seeing them get a little bit choked up, though. Seeing 2 on the same side. We would hope for one to go a little bit more central, but we're seeing Dallin Peterson coming back in, hopefully finding Caleb, but no. Ontario getting it back, but Luis Garcia coming back with the rebound on that. Trying to search, but Ontario doing as much as they can in order to stop this attack from KU.
Oh my goodness, they are finally working together on their attacks. They're seeing the other players passing it and seeing if they have an opening.
It's looking a little bit more like that Marshfield game now,
Yes.
I'd say. We're seeing our field being a little bit more slanted towards KU now. We're seeing the ball going down on that half a lot more often, and when it does get on our half, we're clearing it out. We're making Ontario run back, and we're not letting them have time to get numbers on our defense.
Yes. And that's what we want to do. And we are doing a great job on defense. I think Ontario's sending a little bit too many men up front.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you're down a goal, you can't be doing that. But we see Omar Garcia sending Ryder Allen over the top and doing well. Ooh, but a shove there. Hate to see it, but foul on Ontario going for KU. I think Ryder might have caught him after that. Not on purpose, but just caught him after he was getting up. Ontario's number 3 going down, I believe. I believe that was a battle of the numbers 3s right there. Kyler Ramos going down. But he might need to get the trainer out there, stretch out a little bit. And we see Carlos helping him up. That's what the game's all about. They're helping him off the field, and that's just what this game's about. That's why we love it. We love the sportsmanship, and we love to see players watching out for each other because you hate to see your fellow player injured because while they might be your enemy on the field, you have so much care for them because they play the same sport. They put in the same work as you did, and you just hate to see it happen.
Yeah. I mean, losing a player to an injury, that's the thing that you don't want to see.
Exactly. And that's why we, earlier in the first half, we were a little bit critical of Ontario for their kind of two-footed tackle ideas there. But they seem to have calmed it down, and now that their player's injured, feel a little bit bad for him. Hopefully he's okay. But we see Cal Daniels coming back on the field
Daniels
now. Yep. I think it was just a little bit of a cramp, but we see him sending to Carlos. Carlos doing well, faking a shot, having his player jump a little bit, trying to send in a cross, curling it, doing well. But going just behind the goal. Not enough curl on that pass. If we saw a little bit more, we would have seen it landing and hitting Caleb, and he would have probably headed that in for a nice and easy goal. But a good breakaway nonetheless from Clamath Union.
Yeah, but those are beautiful plays that you want to see. I mean, that's the games that are enjoyable. Those are the plays that you work hard for and see if you get the goal in.
Exactly. And you love to see players who play like that. A lot of players who I can think of who run that field and make those really good crosses and try and curl those crosses. Who comes to mind? Ivan Perisic. He's a Croatian player, and he's a very good winger, and he sends in a lot of crosses, and I believe he's playing in Italy right now. Maybe he switched to the Premier League, but playing very well. We see Carlos cramped up a little bit, stretching out, trying to keep loose there, and we see just KU trying to stay awake, stay loose, stay ready for this Ontario offense, but Ontario offense has been slowing down too, I would say.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they're tired.
Oh, sit on, but Manny Garcia coming out. Impeccable timing as always.
Yes.
But just recognizing that header, sending it on to Ryder Allen here. We see Omar Garcia staying on sides, but hopefully he can find a pass to the midfield. Hopefully he could drag it back, maybe finding his outlet player. But getting a little bit chippy, shoved a little bit there, but.
Little physical, but nothing called on that one.
Nothing called on that one, but just getting out. And we saw Ontario now employing the same tactic for Ryder that they are for Carlos, getting in front of him. Mm-hmm. And that's going to make him mad.
Yeah, but as soon as you start getting, losing your temper, then you're going to start making mistakes.
Yep.
Whoa.
Caleb Morton flying high there, going over the player, getting called on it, though, because he was over the player. But really flying high, doing well, but... Clamath Union having a little bit of a stab. We've seen that play a lot, actually.
Look at that. We have Omar.
We see a partial breakaway from Omar. Rocketing off the shot, but nothing.
Nobody there.
He's been missing off to that left side recently. And now we see here Noe Gonzalez doing well, sending off another kick right into the midfield, and he's been doing that the whole night. It's what you come to expect. But Clamath Union, we've been winning those 50-50 balls. We have been more hungry in this whole game. And now we're seeing Ryder Allen sending it to Omar Garcia.
Let's see what Omar does on this one.
He's taking it up to him. He's laying it off to Ryder. Ryder trying to send in this cross. Sent in the cross. And we're saying, Caleb Morton with an almost scissor kick. Looking like Richarlison, but nothing here. Ollie Kern trying to kick, but three collapsing on him. Nothing happening. Ollie Kern back out wide, trying to send the kick in, getting the cross in, but Noe Gonzalez defending it, getting in the way of it. But we had a man there. KU doing well, but not enough. Not Omar Garcia. Carlos Garcia sending it back in. But nothing. Off to that left side again. Now for an Ontario goal kick once again. Clamath Union doing well. Having so much time.
Can we see a real play on that one? I think the last one, because somebody took the ball from one of the other players. One player took it away from the other. Let's see what happened.
Laid off the ball. Here
we go.
Omar laying it off. Skyler had the shot, actually. That was Skyler Dinger with the shot there. Then kicking it back out to Ollie Kern. Then having another cross in. That play was just... That's what you love to see. That is just crazy offense from Clamath Union. Sadly not falling for him, but Omar kind of letting that ball go a little bit, but it's all good. He's been making up for it this half. Yeah. He has understood it now, and we've seen a lot more confidence, we've seen a lot more patience, we've seen much better footwork from him, and he's just really showing us why he won that captain's position and why he's our number 10.
I love what he's doing. Like I mentioned, I love what he's doing in this half. Oh my goodness! Even if that was a confusion there, that was beautiful.
Manny Garcia going down with it a little again. Always just shaving off a few seconds. Always there. And
oh, come on. You can walk a little bit slower if you want.
I mean, yeah,
nobody's
even-
going to pressure
even
you.
that.
Ooh,
Maybe-
there's Omar again.
Omar going here, laying off the defense a little bit, just letting them kind of dig their own grave, I would say. Their
Yeah.
defense hasn't been settling the ball more. But now we see Ryder Allen sending it on, but Ontario defense, surprisingly, their keeper did not go out there. We see Ollie Curran running, pressuring that right back for Ontario, but him just sending it back down the field. Ball coming in here for Emmanuel Garcia, and him going down again, going on the ball, shaving off those seconds. And you saw him take that touch with his feet.
Yes.
And a lot of people might think you can't pick up the ball after that. But no, if you take that touch with your feet, if you take it back in, if it's only one touch, the ref will usually let it go, especially if you're being pressured.
Ooh, beautiful header on that one from by Carlos.
Carlos doing enough,
Yep.
and then coming back in, poking it away, not letting Ontario really have anything. Ontario's number 4 getting it stolen. Carlos Garcia coming back in, and him taking a beautiful touch, evading that slide tackle. Allen sending it over the top. We see Skylar Dinger running for it now. We see him hopefully beating his man, but number 6 for Ontario, holding it down. Now, this is what we love to see, folks. We're hopefully going to see quite a few more goals fall for KU here. Or Skylar Dinger, Johnny Higgins, or Skylar Dinger, whoever it is out there. Just wow.
I'm loving what the goalie from Ontario is doing. He's relaxing. He's letting the defense do their job, and then he's just waiting. He's waiting for that moment to actually, save the shot, the goal if they're shooting there. It's beautiful.
And Ontario's number 10 coming back. He was a little bit quiet for these last few minutes, but coming back in, Carlos Garcia sending it in, but nobody's there.
Nobody's there. We need somebody there. Oh, that's too far. The kick is too far.
And we're seeing Jason Shu coming out, getting in front of his man. Manny going down, shaving off second by second.
Yeah.
And I'd say he's almost taking off a minute off the clock by now with this play. And that's just very smart play from Manny. You love to see it happen. Dallin Peterson sending the ball on. Nobody's there, though, on our right wing. Not sure quite what happened. Oh, there was a callback.
Oh, okay. No, I love what our goalie's doing. If Ontario's going to continue going in and trying to pressure him, might as well drop.
Exactly. And the rest won't blame you for that. Skylar Dinger doing well, poking it away, sending Omar Garcia. Omar Garcia not having the time, though. Our defense getting in front of Omar again, making time for Noah Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And just really trying to make it tough. Jason Shu doing well. Cal Daniels coming in, number 10, trying to do something for Ontario, but offsides called.
Offsides call, yep.
Or no, number 15, sorry. They all have that bleached hair. I'm getting a bit confused out here. But we saw also number 4 coming in here for Ontario, trying to do a little bit more on the attack. We see him less in that central position a little bit more, and we see him trying to be more in that attack, be on the counter. And I think that's Ontario's adjustment. I think that's their answer for their attacking situation. Because number 4 will be dishing those passes out to the wingers, and the wingers hopefully will show off a bit of their skills and try and send something for Ontario, but just hasn't been happening.
Yeah, well, they have tried, but like I told you, they kind of did something.
Oh, we're seeing a Carlos Garcia free kick, and him just sending it all the way down the field. But going straight to Ontario's number 9, Eddie Ramos, and
there we go.
See them there.
I am liking what the coach is doing with Omar, keeping him up there, keeping the defense from crossing the midfield.
You see that scissors from Omar, beautiful footwork,
there we go.
And him trying to send it back in the middle, hopefully seeing Carlos Garcia, but no, he just takes it away anyways, and Caleb Morton, goal, beautiful goal. And you see, we need a replay on that. We need a replay.
Look at that back kick.
Omar doing enough, him beating his man here, running in, having the ability, and sending in the back pass, so he's not caught. Back here from Carlos Morton. Beautiful goal. And the keeper was caught essentially just watching the ball. And you love to see it. You love to see it from him. Pels are up 2-0 now.
2-0.
Wow.
That was a beautiful goal.
And this is what we're talking about. Omar doing more, and we see Caleb coming up here and being more involved with the attack now.
Yes.
Now, he's been in that midfield. He's been dishing out passes all game. But now when he's taking that touch for himself, you see where he really shines. He is a goal scorer through and through.
Yeah. I am super glad that the coach, I don't know what he said to Omar during the halftime, but whatever the communication was, he is doing his job, and that's what Omar is supposed to be doing every game.
And you see, está echando ganas. Like, he's doing very well, folks. He's just doing so well. And we see that's number 10, and Ontario playing with a little bit more urgency now. You see them checking their shoulders more. You see them trying to make these runs. You see number 10 trying to do more, and then being shoved off the ball by number 8, Skylar Dinger, doing well to defend. And that's how you got to guard him. Number 10's been physical the whole game. If you give him that physicality back, he's not used to it. He's used to them backing down, and you just got to show him what he's given you.
Exactly. But that was just a little tiny push, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. And you see him flying a mile. Really a soccer player, you could say.
Yeah. While we wait here, do you want to show us the last replay for the last goal?
Yeah, let's see that goal again.
Yeah, because that was a beautiful goal.
Loving that back heel, loving that play. Omar doing well, beating his man, passing back so we don't get called offside.
Look at that.
And then just a beautiful little back heel. Oh, beautiful redirection. Yes. You love to see it, folks. And Carlos Garcia throw-in, patented and tried and true method, just throwing it down all the way down the field. And now we see it out for an Ontario throw-in.
Caleb did a wonderful job on that one.
You love to see it. And we're probably going to see a few more subs here. I think that's Nathan Ferns in now, number 19, Nathan Ferns. And we see a few more subs coming on now.
It's Omar going out?
I think Omar is going out.
Okay, good.
We see, I believe that is Michael Reyes coming in.
Michael Reyes is coming in?
Yeah, Michael Reyes coming in. Hopefully he can send another one in from 40.
Yes.
But we'll see here, folks. And KU just having beautiful team play there. And now we're giving them a little bit of a rest. And they deserve it.
They do deserve it. And my goodness, I love it that when they actually start playing as a team, communication, instead of let me do all the work, I'll see you, I'll pass it to you. That was a beautiful, beautiful work.
Yep. And we're seeing Carlos Garcia drop back into his actual position. Believe it or not, folks, he is a defender. He's just that much of a presence, but he's back into defense, and he does well. He communicates, and he clears that ball, and he has really good sliding ability, too. He has good timing on that. So we're going to see Carlos doing a very good job in defense now. We're going to see him sending that ball up all the time. And we see Nathan Ferns getting it down, taking the touch, sending it back to our number 7, Caleb Morton.
Yep,
Caleb Morton. Now you see here, one thing he's very good at is his body feints. Yep. You see him always scanning and always feinting his body. But now we see Ryder Jackson coming in here, passing it back to Cal Daniels. Cal Daniels finding his outlet on the wing, Michael Reyes. And him coming back, and he steals the ball away. He does very well. I've played against him before, and he is a very good defender, might I mind you. He's tough to get past. He'll always poke the ball, find a way to get in front of you, and he won't give you much time. And we see Ontario's number 10 kind of burning out now, sitting down. Ooh! And just number 4 getting real angry there.
I think that he's going to...
I think we might see a card here.
I think so, because that was
hopefully Carlos is okay. Yep, that was a dirty play. That was just having Carlos go over the top of him. That just number 4 needs to calm down, to be honest.
Well, they needed to calm down from the first half. I mean, They started in the first half. I liked it that they calmed down for about 2/3 of the game, but I think they're beginning to come back and being a little bit too rough.
Yeah, seeing a bit of like a cornered beast, if you would, because Ontario, they're a beast on the attack, but once they start getting angry, they start giving up these fouls, they start trying to hurt our players, and you hate to see it. You don't want to see anyone get hurt going into these last few playoff games, but KU doing well. Manny Garcia clearing, making a spot for Carlos.
Yep.
And yeah, we're going to see Carlos send this ball. And
I think that the coach did a wonderful job sending Carlos back. He's 2-0. He's ahead. He doesn't have to push anymore. And then he saw the time. We have 2 minutes and a half. Hey, I would be playing it safe too.
All the time in the world right here. But we see our midfield not having slouches in for our subs, though. We see us sending in Ryder Jackson, very solid midfielder, still having Caleb Morton in there, doing the body feints, going in, but getting it stolen away.
Yeah.
And we see Jason Shu coming up off of the defense. He's becoming Caleb going well, playing physical, knocking 10 down again. 10 has been just getting it. For all that he's been given, for all the physicality he's been given, he's been getting it back tenfold this half, I think.
He has.
And I think we've gotten a little bit tired of him, to be honest. But he's going down. Hopefully nothing too serious, but seeming to maybe land on his glute a little bit there, walking a little bit slow. Hopefully he's okay, but him probably going to see him slow down a little bit here.
Yeah.
Hopefully playing a little bit more calm, playing a bit less physical, because you can't keep that up the whole game. Your body will just get battered, and he's probably going to be a little bit more silent here. He's going to not search for as much contact, I believe.
I'm hoping so. And those kind of plays, getting hurt like that, or getting close, you're tired.
Yeah.
He is tired.
And to be honest, it's just useless.
Yeah.
It's a useless kind of play. It's useless to throw your body away for an attack that might not develop. If you could have just taken that touch back and had it redevelop, it's better. But just number 10 playing maybe a bit too physical, I would say.
Yeah. Number 10 and number 4 kind of started like that. I don't know if number 4 is going to come back in, but
Yep.
I hope
And
that. Yeah.
now we're seeing KU, now that this half is dwindling down into the last minute, we see just a more defensive approach. It's kind of not park the bus, but we're seeing a lot more numbers on defense, and we're not seeing as much happen. And I referenced this a ton, but we're seeing it more like an approach like the Italian football we see.
Yeah.
We see teams like Bologna, we see teams like Pisa, we see teams like Parma. They have very solid defense, and once they get that goal up, they start putting players in the back, and they don't let it happen. And then knocking 10 down again, him laying there, and I think he's getting a little bit frustrated. Since that physicality is coming back, and I think he might even be flopping a little bit. He's on the ground a bit too much for my liking, and I don't think he's getting hit that hard because he's a pretty big player.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player, and I think at this point he's tired. He's trying to look for anything.
Yep, and if you have to be a foul merchant, I think that's what he's thinking about. But it being deflected now I believe, or was there no deflection?
No, there was no deflection.
I thought I saw that jump a little bit, but
Yeah.
now in Ontario.
We're in the last
Goal
minute.
kick.
I think we're somewhere around in the last minute.
Yep, and we're going to see this game closing out.
Yeah.
And we're seeing number 4 just trying to get something started, going for an all-or-nothing kick. We're going to see Manny Garcia. And KU wins 2-0. Oh, my gosh. KU doing so well, having that offense all of the game and having such a solid defense, never lapsing in their communication.
Let's run the last replay for the last goal. That was a beautiful goal.
Let's see that last goal one more time, folks.
The first one and the second one.
Yep, let's see these two goals again.
And KU moves to the semifinals.
Yeah, the semifinals. We'll be playing. I'm not sure who we'll be playing, either Tillamook or Staten, but keep posted, folks. Carlos Garcia with that beautiful goal, poking it in, creating his own chances, and our second goal from Omar and Caleb doing so well. And
look at that.
Let's see this here again. Omar coming back. And that beautiful back heel. It's what you love to see, folks.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
I just got to say, that was beautiful play from Clamath Union. But Ontario did well, too. They were attacking us the whole game, and they tested us a lot. This was very akin to the Henley game, I would like to say. It looks a lot like it. Same score, and we just had the same result. We were on our home field, and we played solid the whole game.
And I'm hoping that with this game, KU realizes what they're going to head to next. I know if they get to play Staten, they already played Staten last year, and I hope that now the coaches knows what to do when they go against Staten again.
Yep, and that will be it for our broadcast, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry about the difficulties we had before, but this has been Lucas Perez and
Mr. Rigo.
And thank you so much for watching. We will see you. I'm not even sure. I don't think we'll see you again, folks. Sadly, that is it for our broadcasting days with soccer this year. But thank you so much for tuning into all these games, and let's go Pels.
Let's go Pels. Folks, enjoy your evening.